My name is Minister Hon all the way from Lesotho, coming to you live.
Hello everybody, my name is all ensemble effort heading to Rwanda, Kigali for the YouthConnekt Africa Summit edition.
What they call it in my language, I would be saying sitini, which is a concrete brick. I was manufacturing those and I was selling them to the locals for them to build up their houses. That went on, and then I was involved in many other things, like the selling of animals. You know, we would go to South Africa, which is our neighbor, buy the donkeys, take them to the mountains. Remember, these are done by foot. You take too many days on the road, driving this to the highlands so that you can be able to trade them and get cattle or sheep and bring them to the city, which is Maseru, where now you sell them to the butcheries or to the abattoirs. So those are the lives that one has lived. But as time goes on, I just want to say to our youth, patience pays. Be a patient. Up until as time goes up, I touched in many different businesses up until before I joined politics. I was one of the top business people in Lesotho. Our young generation will know that unlike us in the past, you'll find that your father who's made for truck, they will own something that of those days, which stood Baker vehicles, which our youth does not even know about today. The life that they are living today needs them to work very hard and be able to achieve greater things. The cars of today have got first names and surnames, and that is their cars. We will be talking about Aston Martins, Rolls Royce, Porsche Cayenne. This is where you are, our youth. Be patient, take your time, make money. One day you will be able to achieve all this.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable. I think there are many lessons here for the youth, and one of them is youth, let's be patient. It takes time to get a Porsche, right? Another lesson, Right Honorable, is I think it's a testament to your story where you are that African ingenuity is at an all-time high, and we should be able to monetize and embrace our creativity. Now turning to our youth voice on the panel. You see firsthand the challenges young Africans face in finding and developing their skills. With your work in skilling young people, how do you project the future of working?
At the Women, Gender and Youth Directorate, we take pride in our youth and recognize that advancing youth development and empowerment in Africa requires a deliberate focus on initiative that uplift young people and integrate their voices into policy making. So the Egomeni Hub is designed to be a transformative space where young people can shape their journey.
long time ago, maybe let's say a decade ago, EU and AU had a lot of cooperation at ensuring young people are substantively and meaningfully engaged. It started becoming a huge priority. What started as conversations around having agency and voice within the decision-making spaces of the EU and the AU transformed into something called the EU-AU Youth Plug Initiative, which was more exchange of good practice between youth organizations in Europe and Africa, but also institutionalizing youth engagement within the EU.
That its greatest potential lies in its young people. The Igumeni space is equally a testament to power of youth-centered platforms. It stands as a vibrant incubator that take root where ambition and ideas can flourish.
When we are talking about trades across border, we can't trade if we don't have secure kind of environment. From next year, what we're going to do in our AFCFTA program is to see how we can also invest, create wealth in those cross-border areas.
We can't build this ecosystem alone. It's always important that we have our partners side by side to ensure we reach as many young people as possible.
On se rend compte qu'en Afrique, en général, et spécifiquement en Afrique de l'Ouest, qui souhaitent se connecter avec des personnes de l'Afrique de l'Est ou du centre, l'aspect économique est très difficile. Qui est de pouvoir travailler avec des partenaires qui sont dans d'autres régions parce que l'aspect finance, banque, économique est trop lourd. Donc aujourd'hui, qu'est-ce que l'Union africaine fait pour aider les entrepreneurs, les personnes elles-mêmes, les jeunes surtout qui souhaitent se connecter avec d'autres jeunes dans d'autres régions? Comment est-ce que l'Union africaine va arriver à faciliter ces connexions-là, surtout sur le plan économique?
The current leaders have not done a good justice in bringing the two continents together for cross-learning. So now we need to do things differently with the young people.
So this is basically a platform given to young people to be able to participate in what we have been crying for as inclusivity as young people, to be able to accelerate your projects, your ideas, and at the end of the day be able to be a part and make the change that we want to see as young people.
Was incarcerated for 135 years, and through our program he was released in the 16th year, and 2 weeks ago he launched his first collection, Healing Through Fashion. Now, the most interesting thing about it is the fact that Africans, we question the quality of African products, and she talked about that. My question to all the investors, MasterCard Foundation and the others, how are we working hard to ensure that from basic education, young people, children start understanding the importance of loving, using, valorizing their product, and what is the return to them if they engage in that? What are we doing to achieve that? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I believe the MasterCard Foundation team has highlighted that. Yes, I think we are taking about another 2-3 hands. Then we bring it back to the panel in 2 minutes. Your business and how best do you think we should help? Yes.
My name is Ntsokoane Sam from Lesotho. I come from a company called Nutrinest, which focuses on sustainable packaging for products across the industry. Our value chain is much of human effort now. So we have a lot of demand for sustainable packaging because we are trying to phase out plastic in packaging industry. So our ask is to be helped with machinery so that we can supply the market. Currently in Lesotho we have about 50,000 plus SMEs, corporates and others. So the market size is already heavy on our shoulders, so we need to scale up so that we can be able to provide them, because one of the most important factors that in packaging standards determine 70% value of the product. So this is some of the products we do. It's a customized gift bag made from plastic free. Thank you.
I'm just next to the Right Honorable Minister here, so he has had your pitch. and I'm hoping something will happen. I've engaged him briefly, and he's a very progressive honorable. So I believe something will happen. Yes, thank you. How we've had a female, yes, male. We need to have gender balance to ensure that at least we have a representation. My colleague from Uganda, you want again to let's give the lady behind the mic. Then we will come back to you. But we are going to have another round. So yes, there's a lady here already with the mic. Then we will have her. Yes, please, in 1 minute.
Good morning, everyone. I am Bokat Tabani from Lesotho, and I'm the Managing Director of Bioscience Laboratories. And we are a laboratory that focuses on food safety. We test food and cosmetic products that come from Lesotho, and our biggest challenge is accreditation, seeking accreditation, since that our clients cannot reach the international market because we do not have like a benchmark, and we cannot also give them a benchmark for them to reach the international market. We seek support and advice on how to overcome this challenge. Thank you.
I'm Minister Hon from Lesotho. I heard when you're talking about my country and that they are moving on because you're looking at my wheelchair, which is fine. The questions have been just too many, but if you group them together, you'd find market access, you'd find financial intervention, collaboration. The guy at the end there, he talked about that one day, he talked about sort of patriotism, because how do we make our children love our products more than any other thing? And the lady with the bag, I don't even know how much is it, maybe I'll buy for myself. The question, and I don't want to answer a question, but I want to maybe as a policymaker challenge a CFTA, especially after that question from that chap who talked about taxes and customs issues. I think it's time, just like YouthConnekt has done, has put the youth, has put the policymakers all from all other countries, at least once a year in one room where we discuss these issues. I think SCFTA, it's time that maybe you take one minister youth, one minister trade and industry in each country that is maybe in the YouthConnekt, sit and see how you review the ACFTA policies, and even let them contribute to policies of how we can make, if this water is made in Rwanda, how do we make it possible to get it in Lesotho, for instance, and the one making Lesotho get it in Senegal? Because the problems that are arising now, and you look at Africa, the Chinese, the Europeans, everyone have managed to penetrate us. I mean, all of them in here, I'm sure, one or the other, they buy certain things from those countries. When do we sit? I think it's time that we have to sit, thinking of youth and their productions, and how to unlock and open the market for them. We have to sit, think of youth and how they should access finance. We have to sit, think of youth, and see how that chap who wants to sell from Tanzania or something like that to Tunisia, there's no much difference in taxation to the extent that it is futile for him to do so. So I think that is what we need. See when you can sit with policymakers and review the agreement. I think if we can do that, then, I mean, if I may digress a little, I was at the Kenya Summit, and the theme there was Borderless Africa. And with my young mind, sometimes my mind is as good as that of a 5-year-old. When you see something, they give you sweets, you think they'll be coming. When I saw that borderless Africa, I thought today would be, maybe my blanket would be worn by somebody from Gambia or something like that. Because of when I listened to Borderless Africa, I remember we were together there. I thought that everything will be exchanging like that. But we are not. So I think it's time ACFTA call on those ministers, the ministers of youth. I'm deliberately, I know ACFTA is not for youth, it's for trade. But I'm deliberately saying youth because you have to listen to, we are here, we sit for the youth. You have to listen to the youth and they know what they know better. It's funny. I have many of them saying that we look at them and we don't find confidence, but unfortunately the truth is reverse. They know better. And as for that guy with AEEI index from Stellenbosch from South Africa, Pumla, the index is good. I must comment, I was actually listening carefully. It's good and it can help. And maybe if you can have 2 other pointers, the export pointer and the import pointer to see per country how much you're exporting, how much you're importing. That would do, but the biggest challenge I see with is your data. Once you get the wrong data, they give you wrong results. Thank you.
Speak.
Ladies and gentlemen. To explore the unicorn partners. So we are delegates from Lesotho. So yesterday we had a very good encounter from the 8th to the 10th of November, whereby we displayed our work at KCC Convention Center in Kigali. So we had about 21 creators, delegates from Lesotho who participated in the universe through different partners discussing policies, how to expand Africa free market and also how to
that's what we mainly do in this. People do not only do justice, they do institutes, even like people who do mining, people who do IT, they come in like someone is trying to design like Google's gloves, gloves and Google as well.
Headwear, safety wears.
So that is most of the time what we have in this lab. And if you solve to doing something, different fabrics they are now making it.